Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm Elves, and today I've got a few spicy things to be talking about. But first, before we look into perhaps the best Elves deck I've ever seen, which, I'll be honest with you, isn't saying much because Elves are some real stinkers, let's get onto the topic whilst we're talking about Elves and just sort of like a community that is together, Friends of Eternal. So, Sunnyvale, previously of GP Day 2 and probably top 16, top 8 fame, and Eternal Titans has now decided to give something a little bit back to the community. So they've created a new project or a new team or community called Friends of Eternal. So it is sort of a community team, and it's going to be starting with the aim of improving us all together. And this is something that pretty much is the message of my channel anyway. We just want to sort of improve together. You know, whatever it is that you play Eternal for, you know, you get the most value out of playing it if you're enjoying it. And to be honest, you enjoy it more when you're playing with good decks and you're playing good games where you sort of know what's going on, you're not being surprised by anything, you know, and I think that's what we're trying to get to. So full disclosure, I'm not like a founding member of this team or anything. I just saw it on Sunny's stream and thought, yeah, this is something that I could see myself getting behind and sort of getting involved with. So you do have to fill out an application. It's pretty simple. Like, I think as long as you know you're not like an absolute meanie, you're more than welcome to join. I don't know what the process is exactly, but it just looks like put your Discord ID, your in-game name, any of your notable accomplishments, so anything you've done, like maybe you've been playing in the community Friday events, or you've been playing ETS and you nearly make it in the top 8, or you do make it in the top 8, you know, let them know. Then there's a Twitter and the Twitch, so those are probably interesting, just like social media ways of catching up with you, and Twitch, because if you're a content creator, we should probably just like be working together a little bit more as it is anyway. But one of the main things I like about this is the transparency. So if people have got good decks and they've been brewing them, they've been doing well with them, we get to share them, and that is something that I personally used to do in Versus System, because when I made a good deck, like whatever it was, I don't know, Tribal Magneto, who cares, I wanted other people to know that was good, because that was influencing the metagame in my favour, because then there was more people were playing good decks rather than just like random bad decks. Like you just play against Wolverine, which was like a bad hero, and you just lose to it because like, oh, I've never practiced against this and it's doing all these weird things that aren't good, but in this specific situation I've no idea what my opponent could be playing, and every turn I'm just like, oh, so much stress. I'd just rather know your entire deck list just by looking at Herald, to be honest, and be like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got like 1 or 2 flex slots, but realistically it's going to be narrowed down to be this, and you sort of get to figure out the information when you're just like involved in the game. So that's something I like. I like being honest with lists. I hate it, like, to find out that there's some content creators who aren't allowed to play with certain decks on streams or YouTube because like someone else in the team might tell them off. Like, come on, what's the prize? Like $2 grand? That's what, half a month's salary in the US? I don't know. Like, just all working together and just sort of improving is where I want to be, and this is something that's doing that. So there's only 2 rules, and they seem to be simple. Basically, you must represent, well, when you represent your Friends of Eternal in the Eternal community, do it with dignity. Just don't be a muppet, which is something I have to keep saying now apparently. And keep criticism constructive, and certainly don't make any personal attacks on others. And I think we're pretty good at this. There's a few smelly bellies on Reddit that don't agree to this, but that's like 2 people out of a million. So I think as a community we do pretty well, because I remember like the Versus community was pretty balanced, but like the Magic community was absolute stinkers. Like you've got this guy who just like harasses cosplay people for whatever reason. Like, weirdos, mate. So basically just be a reasonable human being on the internet and we're good. And that is a rule that I like anyway. And yeah, Sunny sort of captures it here, just says like, I think that covers everything. And yeah, this is something I want to be involved with. If you want to be involved with it too, I will leave all the links below. But next we're going to take a look at Elves, and this is a little bit of an aggressive deck that I've seen Balfour High playing, and every time I've played against it they've absolutely just trounced me, and it's just not even been fair. So it's got my favourite card here, Rhysta, who unfortunately is bugged and can't block, and to make the bug worse it even says that Rhysta can't block on the card, and that's just unacceptable from a quality perspective. Like, someone needs to advocate for Rhysta to block. Like, you know that Martyr's Chains card? That's literally me just getting off it and be like, why can't Rhysta block? I'm not having it. But yeah, basically we've got like a little bit of synergy here. We've got Tavia, Lethrai, Raidleader, who's got a quick draw now, which is weird. She's got a quick draw, but this can't block, whatever. This is such a weird deck. But that's got a real synergy with both Territorial Elf and Direwood Slasher, because they've both got Berserk, and Direwood Slasher cares about Empower. So when you're playing Power, this just gets bigger, and eventually you're just going to deal like 20 to your opponent out of nowhere. They're just dead. We've got some other things that care about Empower, so we've got like District Infantry, which is kind of nice. We've got Hojan, the Crownbreaker. This guy's a little bit too much Captain America for me, but I'll give him a pass because he's got some good abilities. And I'm actually playing Siraf's Beacon, which, oh boy, if this costs 2, this would be something else. But as it is, cost 3, which is kind of nice because it lets you get those free things into play and start getting value straight away. So this lets you get turns where you get like double Empower triggers, which is really good with things like Rhysta, because you get like a million Warcries and just like she's 20 free or whatever. But also, it's an enabler to your strategy that is also a unit, so you get to play like 8 District Infantries in like your 26 power deck with beacons, which is kind of nice. Market's pretty cool. Marshal Ironthorn is probably a bit of a finisher. You could probably just fetch this up and just be able to get a turn where you just like play a power, you just like get a +4 on this and just like, yeah, going ham. Regent's Tomb is sort of a weird one, but it does have that Empower sub-theme where units are getting plus power for playing powers, but also Elias is just attacking like your opponents in like a different angle, because you've got all these small little things, and then all of a sudden you just get this huge revenge unit that's just like an 8/4 flyer. I really like this against merchants and against like Varas and stuff like that. Secret Passage is a bit spicy because you do get value when you play it, because you're just going to play it, give something unblockable, which is kind of nice with some of the bigger Empower turns we're going to have. They've got Crouch Standard, which is just like, if you're struggling, it's power. If you're not, like, giving +3/+3 and lifesteal to like one of your Berserk units is still pretty saucy. And just like giving a Hojan double lifesteal, which unfortunately is still not quite a thing, but one day double lifesteal will stack, just like Warcry does. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let's get onto those games. Okay, so we're on the play, and we've got Direwood Slasher into Hojan. We don't have any way of triggering Hojan, but I think that's probably still fine actually. It's kind of aggressive. We're a little bit flooded, but if we carry in drawing power, it's got like Cabal standard, it's fine. I'm probably playing some variety of Feln, so it might be okay. Yep, Diplo Seal for Shadow. We won't surrender to these beasts. Get the older Direwolf Slasher here. This tribe is up to something. Like, what is this like? The small units. Yeah, it's the attack one, so we can do better than that. Let's play Hojan. Our opponent's got like a Varus Favor. This is about a target here. Our opponent, well, if our opponent actually Slay's fine. I am happy with this. Exceptional terms. Yeah, let's not attack that way. Let's make this. Don't get to make 2 things. That's kind of cool. Do we go for it? Nah, we'll allow it. We can get away for another turn before we do this. If we draw like a Siraf Beacon, that'd be pretty spicy actually. Just get to make a thing that we get to like attack for 1,000,000. Exceptional terms. It's like double slay. Yep. Rhysta doing the Lord's work here. Still not blocking, but nothing to block. Do we just fire it off? Yeah, we fire it off. Get Hailstorm, that'd be super sad. Because we've only really got like the Hidden Road Smuggler to make up for it. So we can get Regent's Tomb. Rats. So we can't Avigraph that, which is a bit of a stinker. We're sort of priced into playing our Cabal standard. Although, are we? If we slay this, we'll get 4, 7, 9. Yeah, I think I like that. Well, let's play Cabal standard, it's fine. Get Warcry, which is Nothing to sniff at. And if our opponent doesn't like kill our board now, we get to Rhysta and end the story. Got me. I just got sort of going for max damage there. Oh yes, this Waystone, tasty. Let us just. What can we grab here? Actually, don't want to give our opponent Nightfall, do we?
We'll blaze a path.
So we kind of do. Let's just grab it. We will grab Regent's Tomb. I've probably got Fate Aegis, but they're pretty low resources, and we can just use it as just like an anthem, so that's probably fine. If they don't deal with it, we get to get an Elias, so. Rats. Goes with Harsh Rule, but we're going to draw a card. I'll pause at 4. We're fine. We'll get there. Oh, yeah, 2/2 District Infantry.
Stand aside.
Yeah, we'll just give it revenge. If our opponent like has another slave for our 2/2, it's like, yeah, got me. Runehammer. It's no fun. What hate fun for?
Only the best for you.
Well, our opponent's got one of these. Might actually sabotage our opponent so that we can, yeah, sabotage the opponent because then we can Avigraft. Boop.
Only the best for you.
So they do get to kill our thing, but they don't get to play any more merchants, and it looks like our opponent might be on a unitless deck. They get to kill our thing, but in doing so they go really low on life, and then we get to lingering influence. Macto, ugh. It's not fun. Well, our opponent gets to kill our sack now. I'm pretty sure we could have done something a little bit more exciting. Territorial Elf doesn't seem good. Might just want to draw the... Yeah, if we draw the... Tavia, I think she's called. We get to draw some elves, or make some elves. But right on time with the Macto there. What a time to be alive. People are playing Macto again. And they like the card on top. I feel so behind. Well, playing power out. I assume we're super dead. But I'll give it another couple of turns. I thought it was 2. Okay, we've just drawn like 1,000,000 cards. So we're probably in rough shape actually. Probably not able to kill this. Let's look at the deck list actually. See what it's all about. Okay, so that's step 1. That's not step 2. At least that opponent has to keep the thing back now. What do we have? We've got Vanquishes. Cool. So speaking is sort of okay. Auric Runehammer, not so much. Oh. Just dead. I'm sort of jealous of the fun our opponent's having now. It's absurd. Yeah, we just want to draw Tavia, don't we? Death Strike at 1/1 got me. I'm just going to keep playing this coming for fun. What can we get? Sword of the Sky King, just like gain 8, yep, off it. Laters. I'm incredibly jealous, but don't tell our opponent. We're on the play, oh yeah. Can you possibly lose? We've got millions of 1-drops. 1-drops plus like 2 removal spells, it's probably okay. Do we just need like more? Because like the free one's like, it's like rubbish, isn't it? I guess we'll keep it. I guess districts. Although this is also saw a lot of damage.
Stand aside.
Let's play districts. It's probably more consistently more damage. Praxis. Uh oh. Well, Torch is fine. Yeah. So to play this out. So we play a power up to 2. Play this, we're up to 5. We'll play this up to 9. Because that 18 our opponent next turn if we want. That's sort of exciting. Yeah, let's just play this one out. Yeah, let's attack our opponent for 2. I should have got done up for 20 next turn if we'd played this. I might just like deal 1,000,000 damage to our opponent and kill the thing. That seems good. Okay, so we're flooded a little bit, but let our opponent decide what they want to do. So I mean, we're not going to get any better. Let's just deal 12 to our opponent, kill the thing. Maybe we should use the finest arrow instead, so I can more easily attack through something. Because I'm attacking as a 5/5. I mean, as a 6/2. Yeah, Barrow. Yeah, this definitely misfelt a mistake. Well, boop. Off you go. You can have a 3/4. Ah. I hate this deck. At least we're all stinkers decks down here. Oh yeah, on the play. I'm going to see the Siraf speaker, but we don't get to play it. This seems kind of fine. For the play, we're going to make like a 2-drop into maybe... We sort of want to draw like a power, don't we? Siraf speaker seems pretty saucy when you're playing like a bunch of like 1-drops and 2-drops. Interesting sigils we actually got. Right in time, buddy. Play Hojan.
Never break.
I probably would play like the weaker one, like the free one, first off. Just because if I want to have a torch or like a virus favor, I'd rather kill like the rubbish one. But if we probably get like a little bit more value for draw, like, what can we do here? So a little shy on justice. We can't play 2 units. Let's just warp him for that. Because then we can just play Territorial Elf and District Infantry. And then if we play Siraf Beacon, we get to put the power into play. Seems good. Our opponent gets to interact with us like a spot removal spell, which is kind of bad for us. But if they've got like a Slayer Smart, I feel kind of okay, because we've got like a bunch of units in play. And we've still got like this combination over here. Lost Scrolls. Got me. Yep, I accept your terms. Ah, it's got Torch as well. Is it the right one? I don't know. Well, let's play Rhysta. Sort of. We're getting for 6, it seems fine. I'm sort of a little bit concerned about just like getting harsh ruled here or something. So I'd rather just set this up, and if this has to attack, it makes the rapid shot less suspicious. Is it depleted? So if we draw an undepleted power, we get to do quite a lot, because we get to play Siraf Beacon plus rapid shot. And that's like pretty much dead. Well, this would mean that these two could get eaten for free, and this one would trade. Yeah, we'll just attack like that. Whatever our opponent blocks, like, because they sort of have to block, we'll just rapid shot. So we get to kill the maiden. Not sure if we really want to commit too much more. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going to. Like, a spot removal interacts with us, but if we just got harsh ult here, probably be pretty rough to win again. Yeah, so bar is rough. Do we want just the 3/4? I think the 5/6 is probably too difficult to beat. 3/4's fine. Rats. Well, I guess we slaying. Well, I guess if you know top of your deck, you just like keep all your things in play, but we don't, so. Sucks to be us. Don't know we can charge, which not best. Though we can get lethal to stuff like draw power.
Only the best for you.
Whoa. What's this up to? Well, quarry's fine. I'm on board with this. No zero cost torch, and we're happy. So hidden road smugs. Once per turn you may pay 2. Summon give one of your units unblockable. So we can't block. That sort of sucks. But if we get the power,
only the best for you.
Yeah, you bite it, mate. Crouch damage. We could attack with both. But what has to block? Yeah, I see the block. This one's just got Warcry. Get rid of it. Yeah, go to 8, go to 5. So effectively turn off into a removal spell. We don't have enough things to set up the Siraf's beacon, so this is the harsh we'll start expecting. I feel like our opponent's pretty low on resources now. Ooh, okay, well. This seems pretty nice, because Elves get +1 because of Tavia. So we draw a power, doing quite good here.
Finest weapons in here.
So, if this is plate... Yeah, this is plate. Okay, well, we might be okay then, because we just get to attack both. Let's play Siraf's Beacon, why not?
Stand aside.
So we get to kill our opponent. So that's spicy. Yeah, it's just rapid shot. I thought I'd like the zero cost torch, we'd just be like, dogs. But yeah, the old berserky free one does the job. It's not quite the exciting curve. I think we'll just redraw this. There's a 2-drop there, I'd be pretty into it. We can't play Direwood. But we're on the draw, so we might just like draw Diplo Seal or Shadow Source. Kind of nice. The curve of tapping to Rhysta is still sort of okay though. I do have like a bunch of things that care about Empower and Empower Enabler. Well, this got like 2. So we need to fade a torch.
We won't surrender to these beasts.
So,
Stand aside.
as I think that Tavia is like a higher quality target, I'd rather just play 2 things. And if our opponent is just trying to spot removals, maybe we can race past them. No, not berserking. Sort of prices me into doing stuff, yeah. So if we play this,
Stand aside.
they would take whatever damage this is. Like, they're not just gonna Glorious Fury or whatever it's called, where they're just like lifesteal double damage of this. I doubt we're just getting snapped off. Give my unit lifesteal and double damage. So, opponent, everyone's fine. Let me kill him. Opponent want to kill the unique thing. Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
We'll blaze a path.
I still sound okay with this attack, like, you're not going to block, are you? Like, we lose some value by not berserking, but also, I don't want to be priced in every single time, so. Let's just play a random dude we know. You picked wrong with your graft. Taste it, nerd. long barrel's sort of good. Yeah, it's probably the right one to kill, because otherwise we're just going to be properly coming for you. We get to do quite a lot of damage this turn.
Now is our time to strike. Now is our time to strike.
I generally did want this as a spell, but I think it does more damage like this. So this triggers, gets us a power. Then now for the rest of the game we don't care about any powers. We've got any like Warcry 20, yeah. It's like... So this is the deck operating as it should do, which is with our opponent not interacting with us. Someone just dead, yeah. So math is still for blockers. I never needed to do maths in my life. Okay, so that was Balfahide's Elves deck, and it was actually, when it worked as intended, as we saw in the last game, that was absolutely absurd. Just like all those empower things, but still not good enough. Rhysta should still block. I will. This is the cross-owled iron. Ah, crikey, the Martyr's Chainsaw, Martyr's Cross, whatever it's called. I am interested to find out who the Martyr is, and it might be me arguing for Rhysta to be able to block because that doesn't make sense. But yeah, this deck was sweet. Maybe Elves are not as far off from being good as originally thought. And maybe you just make a mono shadow, you know, and then just splash whatever the next influence is to get some good stuff that cares about whatever you're theming, because cracky, what is like the elf theme? Like empower spells matter, little dudes, big dudes, relics matter. Like wowza. But yeah, this deck was sweet, and I'll pop it up again. The older Friends of Sunnyvale. Actually, this artwork's really nice. It's like Jack and Vara just like living their best lives over there. But yeah, thanks for watching. I've been that was Elves, and I'll see you around. And just one out there. That Gillette advert was actually pretty cool, and in no way did it challenge gender whatsoever. So all those blokes are absolutely going ham on Twitter because it's the end of masculinity. You can just sack it, mate. It wasn't. It was just telling us let's all be better together, which is basically something that we should be doing anyway. You bloody muppets. Right, see you around.